Hi, thanks for stopping by. I wanted to talk about hate today. There's a lot of it in the world right now, a lot. And even for those who believe in peace, there is a lot of hate, which really brings me to wonder, what is it that we can all do about this thing called hate? Especially when we really want peace and love, right? What is it that we do with hate? What is it that we understand about hate? Well, guidance has taught me that there isn't any emotion that is off the table. In other words, we can't pretend, stuff, or deny for too long how we truly feel. And anger and hate, that place that we get to where we are just at our wits' end, is something that we carry in our bodies. It's something that we feel. We get it. So to squish it, to try to not have it, is a false sense of self. And it will eventually split this, me, you, whoever's carrying it, into fractions, right? Because if we're feeling, no matter what we're feeling, if we don't allow ourselves to feel it, we certainly are going to suffer the consequences, right? Through ill health, through it kind of kicking us in the ass, coming out unexpectedly, maybe inappropriately at somebody who doesn't deserve it, right? It just boils. We know this. This is what happens with hate. And guidance has taught me that it's not the emotion, any emotion, that we need to run from. And for those of us who have a moral compass, it's what we do with these feelings that are undeniably difficult. It's what we do with them. And if we are integral to ourselves and integral to what we want in the world, then what we do with them is okay in terms of it being allowed, right? Private. I can sit in meditation and feel all my own anger at whatever's going on, or hate. I hate this, sometimes is what I'll say. But what do I do with that hate, right? If I put it on somebody, if I use it against others, then it truly is a problem. But if I write an 8-page letter describing what it is I hate and why I hate, that's fine. It's allowing me to purge what it is that I'm feeling. And always, actually, that exercise for me dissipates that amount of volatility that I'm carrying. Hate is, of course, something that none of us want to feel. None of us want to admit that we hate. That is, we know that it's wrong. We know that it's wrong to hate. And that's what we have to trust. Not that we feel it or that it comes up every now and then, but that we know that hate is wrong. We know that. And so again, it's not that we have to pretend we don't have it. It's just that we have to keep reminding ourselves that it's wrong. And if we are of a moral, integral person, if we are who we truly believe we are, then we can absolutely have whatever feelings we have and hold with the understanding that it's wrong to hate. But we're not going to eradicate the feelings we have inside of ourselves by judging ourselves, by saying, oh, but hate is bad and therefore I'm a bad person. That's not going to do it. What's going to do it is dissipating the hate that we feel inside ourselves, right? And we can do that through meditation. We can do that through writing our hate out, then burning it. We can do it by being absolutely aware and conscious of what hate does to us. Because hate that festers, hate that isn't released in an appropriate way, hate that stays within us gets worse and worse and worse. And so it's up to all of us, those of you who are watching and myself, who are seekers, who know better than to hate, to figure out a way to decompress from it, to not judge it in ourselves, but to find methods to lower that vibration. And we can do this not by denying the existence of it, but by absolutely understanding it within ourselves. Where does it come from? What's going on? And how can I use it wisely for myself so it's not destroying me, and yet understand as we do that it's inappropriate to hate, to hold on to hate. Again, not by judging ourselves for it, but by just knowing that hate is not love, right? Hate is not love. In this time right now, in the US especially, when there is so much anger and hate, I am doing my part to go below that surface of hate. And the sadness comes instead because what I see, the hypocrisy to those who hate and to those who want peace, those same people who want peace, is at odds. My hope, my wish, is that those of us who truly understand how we feel with hate in our hearts will then understand how it does ourselves no good and how it does the world no good. But in summary, I really want to stress that denying it, covering it, hiding it, admonishing ourselves for it is never going to eradicate it. What is going to eradicate it is sitting with it, understanding where it comes from in each of us, and deciding that love is more important, and figuring out how to be with love. And the only way I know to do that when I'm feeling anger and hate is to allow for the deeper emotions to come through, and for, in those moments, to reflect on what hate does to me. And it's not a place that I enjoy living in. It's not a place of tension that I want to have inside of me. And that motivates me to transform it. So, sitting with love is where I'm at today. And I hope you're sitting with love too.